a guy that New York fans know very well, Antonio Cromartie, is now a member of the Cardinals, and he's coming back to his old haunt, and he joins us now. Antonio, Michael, and Don, how you doing?
What's going on, guys?
Not too much. Is it going to be weird coming back to MetLife?
You know what? I've talked to my wife about it. I say, it's going to be the weirdest thing is being in the visitors' locker room and not going into, my normal locker spot, being there for 4 years, going into my locker in the Jets.
Yeah, don't make the wrong turn, Antonio.
I definitely won't make the wrong turn.
But isn't it funny, Antonio, and I don't know how much you've paid attention to it, Jets have problems at secondary, it's a hole on defense, and yet they decided not to resign you. How strange is that?
Honestly, that was the decision that they made. I didn't look into it any more than that. I tried to make the best decision for myself, from the standpoint of where I wanted to play. Being out here in hot weather probably saved me another 2 or 3 years of my career. Just being able to be in hot weather and stuff. But, that's something that's, a part of my life that's, basically over with. One thing I always tell Rex, I thank him for the opportunity for everything, refurbishing my career or where it's supposed to be, of being, one of the top corners in the NFL, playing alongside Revis. And, it's just a point of just, for me, it's just, that's a chapter in my life that I've, flipped the page on and moved on from.
Let's talk about this giant offense that you're facing. Antonio, in the preseason, they looked awful. Against the Lions, they looked awful. You're looking at the tape right now. How does this offense look to you?
I think it's just an offense that they're still trying to get all the kinks and try to get understanding of and get comfortable with what they're doing inside the offense. I think that's what is the real problem is. If you look at some of the stuff, from the preseason and going into the first game of the year, it's like there was a lot of communication problems, just trying to get the understanding and understand what they want to try to do and things like that. But, I think they still have a great group of core guys that's there that can still go out and make plays. Eli's gonna, be Eli. I think he still can go out and make all the throws and make the throws down the field to his guys. It's just the point, making sure that his guys can make the plays on the ball also.
Is Victor Cruz their most dangerous weapon?
I think so. I think so. They got two good running backs too, with Rashard Jennings and also with the rookie Williams from BC. I just think you have a guy like the Victor Cruz, who you have to keep an eye on to make sure that he's not getting loose, because he's one of those guys that can be a game changer for them.
Tell me about your defense. Obviously, we know your secondary is good. What does your defense bring to the party, Antonio?
Honestly, we just come out and just try to dominate from the first play to the last play. To be honest with you, that's one thing that Coach Bowles and and his staff is always coaching on. Make sure that we're playing for 60 minutes. It's just a point of just make sure that we go out there and do the things that we're supposed to do from a standpoint of just trying to be a dominant. And that's on the outsides of making sure we're playing dominant on the outside, so they can try to throw the ball back inside, and we know we can try to make them one-dimensional.
Antonio, you know how fragile this game can be, and you see your teammate John Abraham suffer an injury that could end up costing him his career. How difficult is that to see from a teammate, and does it remind you how close every player is being an injury away from having their career taken from them?
It's always that play. You think about it and you look at it from that standpoint, and you always just, the only thing you can really do is just sit back and just pray on it and make sure that, that you want to leave on your own terms and not from the injury terms, But, those things happen, and the only thing you do is be grateful for where you are right now in life and where you are in your career, and just keep trying to play until it's either your time to go, to the point you can make your own decision. But you hate to see a guy that's been in this league for 16 years, and go out and thinking about retirement from a standpoint from injury.
Now, we're reading stories, Antonio, that he's had a severe memory loss over the last year. Have you spoken to him? Have you noticed any kind of memory loss when you speak to him?
No, I haven't. Just speaking to him, not from not from that much. John wasn't here, all season. He came here in and out, just from the standpoint of getting treatment and stuff. Right. But just talking to him, I haven't heard anything from memory loss or anything like that. But no, I haven't from that standpoint, because we barely was talking because he wasn't here. So when he was, I never really seen anything.
Antonio, can we expect the Honey Badger to be back?
Well, we are hoping so. We are hoping so. I mean, the guy's been out there practicing, so we don't really know yet. I guess it'll be up to the higher power to make that call for him, and it depends on how he feels. And from what I've seen from Tyron, he's been coming out in practice these past 2.5 weeks, 3 weeks, and putting everything out there. He's practicing the way the way that he's wanting to, and making plays on the ball.
Talking with Antonio Cromartie, Cardinals cornerback. They come in and play the Giants this Sunday at MetLife Stadium. Antonio, obviously the big story in the NFL off the field is the situation with Ray Rice and Roger Goodell having the NFL being investigated by a former FBI agent. What do you think? I mean, what do you think of the Ray Rice incident? What do you think of the punishment? And what do you think of whether or not they saw the tape?
Honestly, I can't even speak on that because I don't know the ins and outs of it. I don't think I hear is what media talk about, which sometimes the media don't have, the full entire story of everything. So for me, I can't even speak on what's going on because I really don't pay attention. I haven't really paid attention to it at all.
Did you see the video with Ray Rice in the elevator?
No, I haven't.
Really? Wow.
No, I haven't.
Well, it's pretty violent, so if you look at it, it's not a pleasant thing to see. Antonio, we thank you for coming on. Good luck on Sunday, and we always appreciate when you pop on the show.
All right, now, guys. God bless.